The thing about fighting me is that you're not gonna beat my ass. You're not gonna beat my ass. You're not gonna beat. I'm gonna beat your pussy. You're gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat your pussy ass up.
Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Palm Springs. We're going to talk a little bit about Canada, and we got some other stories to talk about that aren't really out there too much, but we're going to talk about them today. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chat with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We got some wild stuff to show you guys today. So we're going to start playing a new game, right? Where I'm going to show you guys 3 mugshots at the beginning of the show. You guys are going to guess what they were arrested for. And then at the end of the show, I'll reveal to you what they were arrested for. All right? So let me give a couple shout outs and then we'll get started with the games. Pepper, how are you? Thank you for joining me. British Columbia is in the house. Ken, how are you? Paula is in the building. Good afternoon. Beautiful SC today. It's beautiful out there. That's cool. It's about to be a blizzard up here in the Northeast again. 20 more inches of snow is coming. It's like, damn, I'm ready for winter to be over with. So I'm going to show you guys 3 mugshots, and you guys are going to guess what they were arrested for. And at the end of the show, I'll tell you what they were arrested and what their charges are for. So the first contestant on this mugshot show, right, is this girl. What do you guys think this girl was arrested for? We'll label them 1, 2, and 3. And you guys put what you think they were arrested for. So this is number 1. All right, number 2. What do you think he was arrested for? This is number 2. What do you think he was arrested for? And number 3. What do you think she was arrested for? So we got 1, 2, and 3. And you guys are going to guess what they were arrested for. So number 1 is this chick. Number 2 is this dude. And number 3 is this chick. And you guys got to guess what they were arrested for. What are their charges? And we'll get back to that at the end of the show. And it's pretty funny. Let's see if you guys can really guess on what it is that they were arrested for. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Make sure you check out Patreon. I'm going to start splashing Patreon with a lot of content. Probably today. Today is the day. And tomorrow, or no, today, I think tonight. Yeah, I think tonight is the first hit and run on the first one. Could be. Second one, trafficking. Third one, public intox. Number 3, murder. So we got wild stories for you guys today. So first, we're going to talk about this kid. This kid right here and his girlfriend. His girlfriend, she did something pretty fucked up. I don't think she was aware of what she was doing. So the kid on the right is the son of a Ukrainian crime boss. And they were on vacation, right, in Bali. Ukrainians, son of Ukrainian crime boss kidnapped in Bali in a $10 million dispute. This story is absolutely nuts. Igor Komorvik, 28 years old, was kidnapped in Bali a couple of weeks ago. Some people said his dad is a Ukrainian crime boss who had stolen $10 million from them. So the people that grabbed his son said that his father stole $10 million from them. So they, guess how he got his location leaked? Anybody got a guess on how his location got leaked? From his girlfriend. His girlfriend leaked their location. These people found out where he was, and boom, they kidnapped him. Right there on the left, there's a video circulating. I put it on Patreon. You guys can check it out. So these people kidnapped the son, took his fingers off. His other hand, fingers are gone. He just has a bandage wrapped around his fingers. He has black eyes in this video. And he's begging for his dad to give them the money. And he's like, these are serious people. He said, they broke both my legs. I have punctures and punctured lung. He has 2 broken legs. They took his fingers. I believe they took some of his toes off. It's a pretty brutal situation. So it goes like this. Paradise Law, son of an alleged Ukrainian crime boss, found dismembered in Bali after $10 million dispute. What began as whispers in the shadowy financial dispute has erupted into one of the most gruesome international crime stories of the year. Authorities in Bali are investigating suspected murder of 28-year-old Igor Komorvik, the son of a man described by sources as Ukrainian organized crime figure. After dismembered human remains were believed to be discovered on a beach in the Gainer district on February 27th. This case sent shockwaves through Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. A collision of criminal empires played out against the tranquil backdrop of Indonesia's most famous island. An alleged kidnapping, according to reports circulating among Ukrainian and Indonesian law enforcement circles. Igor was abducted in Bali weeks ago by individuals claiming that his father owed them $10 million. The kidnappers allegedly accused the elder of defrauding them of a high-stakes business scheme. In captivity, Igor reportedly tortured and forced to record multiple hostage videos. In the footage, now said to be in the hands of investigators, he allegedly describes his family's business dealings and pleads for his father to pay the demanded sum to secure his release. Authorities have not publicly confirmed the full context of the videos, but sources say they depict the extreme and they are violent. So there was a grim discovery. On February 27th, local residents in the district discovered dismembered remains, including a head, torso, and legs, washed ashore. The remains both bore distinctive tattoos matching those of the missing Ukrainian national. Indonesian authorities have not formally confirmed the identity pending a DNA testing. However, officials close to the investigation say confirmation appears likely. This case is now being treated as a homicide with international dimensions. So Bali has a dark underworld. Bali's long synonymous with beaches, yoga retreats, and luxury villas. But you guys know they have some of the strictest laws in the world. Like, you can't even spit on the sidewalk. So this is pretty serious situation. It has in recent years drawn increasing scrutiny from the Indonesian authorities over foreign criminal activity, particularly financial crimes and organized networks operating behind tourist facades. Indonesian police have previously warned that the island's popularity with digital entrepreneurs can create opportunities for transnational disputes to spill over into local jurisdictions. It confirms that this young man's killing would represent a rare but chilling example of organized crime brutality surfacing in one of Southeast Asia's most prominent tourist hubs. The $10 million question. At the center of the case is the alleged $10 million dispute. It remains unclear whether the sum represents the failed investment or an alleged fraud or criminal enterprise gone wrong. Equally uncertain is whether any ransom was ever paid. Reports indicate that Igor's father did not meet the kidnappers' demands, though no official statement has been released confirming negotiation or payment attempts. Ukrainian authorities have not publicly commented on whether their investigation into the elder or his alleged activities. But this is an international investigation. The Indonesian police are now working to identify suspects involved with the kidnapping and murder, given the cross-border implications. Cooperation between Indonesia, Ukrainian, and potentially European law enforcement agencies is expected. The brutality described in the hostage recordings included allegations of torture, mutilation, suggests premeditation and intent to send a message. Whether the message was meant for one man or a broader criminal network remains unknown. This story is still unfolding. For now, investigators await definitive DNA results. What is clear is that a 28-year-old man vanished mid-claims of organized crime rivalry. The body parts believed to be his were later scattered on a tropical shoreline in a place marked for paradise. The waves carried something far darker, a reminder that global criminal disputes do not respect borders, and that even the most idyllic corners of the world can be a place for vengeance that can wash ashore. So what do you guys think of this situation? The video of this young man is on Patreon, and you can see him, and his girlfriend is the one that leaked the location. It's crazy, insane. So his father must have did some wild shit, right? What else we got in the building? Paula, what's going on? Ken is in the building. Thank you guys all for joining me. Appreciate you. Viking, how you doing? Mr. EG, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. T-Row, Stacks, 1 drunken, 1 bad haircut, and 3 murder. Good guess. That's a good guess. So if you guys aren't aware, we're doing a game where you guess what these people were arrested for. This is number 1. This is number 2. And this is number 3. Now, what do you think that they were arrested for? And I'm going to reveal their charges at the end of the show. So there's another crazy situation that is going on. This is a mob figure. Hold on a second. Blood oaths broken. Feds say Staten Island man with alleged mafia ties ruled through terror. Staten Island, New York. Federal prosecutors paint a portrait not merely of loan sharking or a street level bookmaker, but a man who allegedly wielded fear as both currency and collateral. At the center of the indictment is Mark Lervino, 59-year-old man whose 4-decade criminal history reads like a dozer from another era of the New York organized crime. Prosecutors allege that Lavero, described in court papers as having mafia ties, ran schemes involving loan sharking, illegal sports betting, illicit marijuana distribution, enforcing debts with threats so graphic that they chilled even the seasoned investigators. Among the most disturbing accusations is he threatened to behead the son of a debtor and harm the man's wife if payment was not made. So a reputation has been built on violence. Federal filings trace Lavero's record back nearly 40 years, including a fatal shooting in Brooklyn, multiple violent encounters over the decades. One widely reported episode, he was involved in a barroom melee on the South Shore of Staten Island. That included an off-duty retired members of the New York City Police Department. Prosecutors argued that his history wasn't incidental. It was foundational. His past, they suggest, enhanced his credibility in the underworld. When he threatened violence, victims believed him. So here is the alleged scheme. According to court documents, Lavero's operated a network that extended beyond simple high-interest lending. He issued loans at steep interest rates. He ran a legal sports betting operation. He distributed marijuana outside regulatory channels. He enforced repayment through intimidation, threats, and implied physical harm. But if he never did physical harm to these people, what's the problem? Like, of course, people get mad when you don't pay them back, right? It's your money. You want your money back. So when one borrower fell behind, prosecutors claim that he escalated the pressure. The threats allegedly moved beyond the debtor himself and onto his family, invoking beheading, bodily harm, and ruin. The message, prosecutors say, was unmistakable: pay or suffer the consequences. So here are the weapons and the warnings. During a search of his residence on Edgegrove Avenue, authorities reported they seized assault-style rifle and other weapons. While possession alone does not prove intent, prosecutors contend that the arsenal reinforces his reputation and capacity or compensity for violence. This is extortion. A firearm on the wall can speak louder than words. And according to the indictment, words were already terrifying enough. But wouldn't he be a felon in possession of a firearm too? Like, okay, they raided his house. They found an assault-style rifle. Isn't that felony, a felon in possession of a firearm? I mean, wouldn't that be enough? Through the heyday of the five families, it is often portrayed as fading into history. Federal authorities maintain the traditional rackets, loan sharking, gambling, and intimidation still persist today. Cases like this one suggest that while organized crime may have evolved, its enforcement mechanisms remain rooted in fear. I mean, how else are they going to collect their money, right? Legal experts note that loan sharking cases often hinge on recorded threats, cooperation from witnesses, financial records, and demonstrate unlawful interest rates. Additionally, alleged violent threats towards family members significantly raises the stakes, both in sentencing exposure and public perception. Annandale, in a neighborhood more associated with suburban claim than mob intrigue, yet longtime Staten Islanders are no strangers to the headlines linking their borough through organized crime figures, past and present. For residents, the allegations feel like a ghost retold, except this time it's unfolding on their block. Lavero faces federal charges, remains presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. His defense attorney has not publicly commented on any details of the allegations. If convicted on the combination of racketeering style activity, weapons possessions, violent threats, it could carry significant prison time. For now, prosecutors argue that behind the facade of a neighborhood normally stood a system powered not by contracts or handshakes, but by menace. So I'll let you guys know what happens with this case. He's obviously probably going to be convicted, right? So this case that we're here for today, this happened in Palm Springs. And it's something called, I think it's the Viper Motorcycle Club. I'm not sure who they're affiliated with, if anybody might know. So this is an alleged picture of them speeding away, right? So an alleged shooting happened, and 2 people were unalived, and 3 people were hit. So 5 people altogether were hit. 2 of them passed away. And this is the next day. And this is allegedly a picture of them speeding away. I don't know where the hell they got the picture from, but this is the scene the next day. Let me see here. I got a video I could play you guys. Let me see. Let's see here. Can you guys see that? It's pretty good, pretty good.
With police tape, with several businesses impacted. Helping tonight, 2 people are dead and 3 others injured after a shooting in Palm Springs. Take a look at this map. Police say just after midnight, they responded to a fight off of Indian Canyon, north of Interstate 10. Our crews captured this.
So allegedly, this was in an industrial area, right? And there was a private motorcycle club event going on. You know, sometimes these clubs have clubhouses that are in like industrial zones, and they have their clubhouses. They usually have events where they sell merchandise and people are drinking. It's like a party. And allegedly, they were having this event, and somebody started shooting.
Tonight, 2 people are dead and 3 others injured after a shooting in Palm Springs. Take a look at this map. Police say just after midnight, they responded to a fight off of Indian Canyon, north of Interstate 10. Our crews captured this video this morning showing a large number of evidence markers and investigators combing through that evidence. Both Palm Springs Police and Riverside County Sheriffs were on scene. A large portion of the business center where the shooting happened was sectioned off with police tape, with several businesses impacted. Police say no arrests have been made yet, but they are working on sifting through both physical and digital evidence.
Well, we do know that there was like a motorcycle club that was having an event, and at some point, some sort of altercation took place, and at that point, gunfire rang out.
Officials asked the public if they have any information related to the shooting to contact their detectives. Their contact information is available at kesq.com.
But we're not going to do the police's job for them, right? Hey, we got Chief won a membership. Congratulations, man. Thank you for gifting the membership, Lindsay. I really appreciate that. Wydell is in the house. What's going on, Wydell? Tell the people about Patreon. Patreon is where it's at. You definitely don't want to miss Patreon. That's where the exclusive content is. Hey, T-Row, what's going on? Am I frozen or something? What the hell's going on? T-Row is in the building. I'm trying to put your comment up. So I guess he dumped her ass, huh? I guess so. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. It looks like life dumped his ass. I mean, she leaked his location, right? This guy? Crazy. She leaked his location, and they end up scooping him up. Hey, I found a picture of the extreme leader, the guy that was that Trump was after, right? I found a new picture of him. Check this out. He's with Beetlejuice. Oh man. Why am I freezing? Why does it keep freezing? Here, let me show you guys this. This is crazy, right? So this kid over in New Zealand was trying to get a job, and he couldn't get a job because of his face tattoos. I mean, this is a little extreme, right? A little bit. Hey, did you see I sent you an email? I'll definitely check. So this dude was trying to get a job, and it really wasn't working because of his face tattoos. Unemployed dad pleads for work after face tattoos lead to multiple rejections. I mean, are you surprised that he's getting rejected? Listen, getting a face tattoo is a huge commitment. I got mine probably 15 years ago. And that was way before it was like cool to get a face tattoo. And I knew I was making a huge commitment. I didn't get mine right all over my face where you could see it directly even looking at me. You could barely tell. But I got a bunch of them. I got like 3 on my face. But this is a little extreme, don't you guys think? Like, Mile High Magic, what's going on? I mean, this is a little extreme. It really is. So in this story, let's see. An unemployed father with a prominent facial tattoo turns to Facebook to seek a job after months of searching. In a striking example of social media's power, Mark Kropp, a young man from New Zealand, reached a crossroads in his life after serving time in prison for a botched drug deal. While behind bars and hoping to start fresh once released, Mark made a decision that would forever change his future in a major way. One night in his cell, intoxicated on homemade alcohol brew from apples, bread, and sugar, Mark and his brother chose to do something that would leave a lasting mark on Mark forever. How ironic his name is Mark. Mark has a mark. So in a drunken blur, he decided to tattoo Mark's nickname across his face using a makeshift ink made with toothpaste and melted plastic cutlery. You could melt chess pieces. I never heard about melting the spoons, but we used to melt chess pieces and mix it with like shampoo and different things to make ink. And sometimes they would use a staple for the needle. And So in bold black words, he got DEVAST 8. Devast 8 stretched across his jaw, and his lower face would become a painful reminder of regret. After his release, finding work proved extremely difficult. Mark was determined to rebuild his life and provide for his partner and his daughter. But the large facial tattoos stood in the way. Despite having previously work experience, employers were discouraged by his appearance, and job offers never came. I mean, are you shocked that job offers don't come when you have a fucking tattoo like this across your face? Listen, if you're thinking about getting a face tattoo, don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, they did. That other kid, yes, they did. They unalived him. This kid, yeah, they ended up unaliving him. He was found on the beach in pieces too. That right there is a screenshot on the left of the video he made. It's on Patreon. You guys can go check it out on Patreon. And he's speaking in I think Ukrainian, but it's translated on the screen. You can read what he's saying. So it's pretty wild. So this kid decides he's going to get it removed. And that's a painful thing too. And I don't think it removes it all the way. I mean, you could probably still see like remnants of this. What do you guys think? Would you get this fucking tattoo on your face? Hey, Duka Duka, what's going on? The funny papers. For a cell tattoo, it's not horribly executed tattoo, 100%. It's pretty damn dark, right? The ink came out pretty damn good. I mean, look how dark this fucking tattoo is. And it's filled in pretty dark. Like, I know it isn't terrible, but why would you get this? I mean, it would be good if it was still COVID and you needed always to wear a mask, right? So, speaking to the news, Mark explained that the meaning behind the tattoo for a long time, it ruined everything I was a part of. I hurt people I met or grew close to, he added. Whenever something went wrong, people would say, that's devastating. Once it started, it felt like I couldn't go back. I honestly wish I had stopped after the outline. Why didn't you stop before the outline? Why wouldn't you really think about it? Like, getting a tattoo on your face is a huge commitment. It's like a life-altering thing. It could really ruin everything you got going. If you're in the field of working around people, in front of people, don't get a face tattoo. Unless you're like a tattoo artist or you do your own job. Like me, I'm in the media field. So it's like I work for myself, basically. So I don't have to answer to anybody, you know? Yeah, I think he was probably a part of a organization, right? He must have been. I'm thinking. He's desperate to remove it. Mark looked into his options, but he lacked the money. And few professionals were willing to take on the job. Laser removal is the most effective solution, yet it requires multiple costly sessions. We know some people that was begging for money on here for tattoo removal and never fucking did it. They just kept the money. That's insane. With no other choice, he turned to social media for help. He posted a selfie on Facebook showing the tattoo and asked for a chance at employment and a new beginning. His heartfelt appeal quickly gained attention, including a team at Sacred Tattoo, a tattoo studio in Auckland. Moved by Mark's story and seeing his chance to do something good, Sacred Tattoo chose to do an incredibly kind thing. The tattoo shop, known for helping the community, offered Mark free sessions to remove the tattoo from his face using laser removal. This act of generosity from Sacred Tattoo not only highlighted how social media can bring about positive change, but also showed the significant impact of compassion. Mark got a job at a scaffolding company called PR Contracting, making $22 an hour. What are your thoughts on this story? Do you believe someone deserves a second chance at life? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you think. You can look at pictures of 1999 Y2K Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition instead. Tyra Banks. Yeah, I remember that. Grow a beard, it'll cover it up. I think you'll still be able to see it, kind of, right? Some people get some wild tattoos on their face. Like, we're going to do a show about that, about face tattoos in the future, because it is wild. Some of the stuff people get is crazy. It's outrageous. Like, I mean, I took a big step to even get a face tattoo. I got 3 of them. I got that. I got that one first. This is the first one I ever got. Then I got the Om symbol. Then I got the Chinese symbol. And then I got the crucifix right here. It's pretty big. So I got 4. But they're not like, it's not like a beard tattoo. It's not like all in the front of my face. I'm done with the face tattoos. No more face tattoos. This is a little extreme, right? He said he was drinking in the cell. Can you imagine waking up the next morning like, what the hell did I do? Some people in prison get some wild tattoos. A lot of people get tattoos all over their face because they're afraid. They're afraid in prison. They don't want to get beat up or looked at as weak or something, so they get a bunch of face tattoos. It's just crazy. I've seen some wild face tattoos in prison. And I've never seen face tattoos until I went to prison. But a lot of people in there do have face tattoos. It's crazy. So let's see here. If you guys don't know, there was a crazy shooting in Austin. A mass shooting, 3 people dead, including the suspect, 14 people injured. They're saying it was an act of terrorism. 3 people are dead, including the alleged gunman, and at least 14 other people were injured after a shooting at a popular bar in West 6th Street in Austin, Texas. According to authorities, the FBI is now assisting in the investigation. Austin police officers received a call just before 2 p.m. about a man shooting at Bunford Bar early Sunday morning. Austin police chief said during the Sunday morning press conference that a large SUV had been seen driving around the area prior to the shooting. At one point, the driver put the flashers on, rolled down his window, and began using a pistol, shooting out his car windows, striking patrons of the bar that were standing on the patio and that were at the front door, he explained. The suspect then allegedly drove a short distance before parking his vehicle, getting out and opening fire on people walking by, she added. Continued walking away before encouraging officers at the intersection. He was shot and killed. The suspect has not yet been identified, and a motive remains unclear. Alex Dorgan, a special agent in charge of the FBI's San Antonio field office suggested maybe it's connection to terrorism. Obviously, there's still no way to tell. It's too early in the process to determine the exact motivation. But there are indicators on the subject. And in his vehicle that indicated potential nexus to terrorism. During Sunday's morning press conference before emphasizing the investigation remains ongoing. Again, it's too early to make a determination on that. The FBI is working with Austin police in the investigation. Medics took 14 people to the hospital following the shooting. Of those, 3 were in critical condition as of Sunday morning. Authorities have not yet provided additional details about the victims, including the 2 people that were killed. Or I think it was 3 people, right? 3 people that were killed. That's crazy. I think this world is really going crazy. And then you have they did what they did in Iran, right? And now you got these people in the US that are saying, "Oh, it's bad that they did that." What? Then you go there. You go live there. You people are so insane that whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, it's because Trump did it, right? It doesn't matter. So if he says something, they want the opposite. So he should just say what they want, and they won't want it anymore because he wants it, right? It's just insane. These people's thinking, it's fucking wild. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They still take pictures of your tattoos. What, in prison? Fuck yeah, they do. They take pictures of all of them. Gangs in New Zealand are more like family tribes, with majority getting face tattoos, in my opinion, is their version of native. Yeah, that kid's probably was a part of something, right? Yeah, they still do that. They still take pictures of your tattoos. Hey, what's going on, Jason? How are you? Anthony George, all fucked up on a toilet. Brew. Merch, an old friend of mine, Adam. London jail. It's on YouTube. That's crazy, man. If you're not on Patreon, you're missing out on some real shit. 100%. So tomorrow morning, don't miss it. We're going to be talking about George Christie testifying in court at a murder trial. What? I thought I heard it all. What do you guys think of this? I thought I heard it all. And now you got George Christie testifying at a murder trial. He testified for the defense, but what's up with these people that are now going into court? Is it a money grab? People trying to make money off testifying? Because that's what I heard it's all about. I don't get it. I don't get it. I wouldn't do it. Never. Because now that person's fucking freedom is in your fucking hands. What if your testimony puts them in prison for the rest of their life? It's just crazy. I don't get it. So police are cracking down motorcycle clubs up in Nova Scotia. We were just speaking about Nova Scotia with the interview with Bishop. That's where he lives, over in that area. Now, the RCMP, they are cracking down on motorcycle clubs up there. Here, let me play this for you. When that's done, I'll play it. All right, hold on. Let's see.
After the Halifax chapter of the Hells Angels folded, RCMP say the Angels are trying to make a comeback.
The Hells Angels doesn't have a full chapter. Do they want one? Absolutely.
Sergeant Michael Sims is one of the officers working to curb outlaw motorcycle gangs in Nova Scotia.
Will they
Hells
get one?
Angels
Probably
are the
not.
concern. You know, they're the biggest, they're the baddest, they're the international criminal organization.
According to Sims, there are two major outlaw motorcycle gangs in the province right now, the Bacchus and the Hells Angels.
Between 2001 and 2013, the Bacchus were primarily the only outlaw motorcycle gang in the province. But in 2013, the Hells Angels decided to come back. So the Bacchus have one.
You don't want to miss tonight's show, man. You might be, your jaw might hit the floor. Not yours, Jason, because you're pretty much you're spot on.
Chapter. They have a clubhouse here in Halifax Regional Municipality, and they have one support chapter.
The Hells Angels used to have a prominent presence. In 2001, police raided the gang's Halifax clubhouse and arrested 20 people, ultimately leading to the chapter closing.
The Hells Angels, when they returned in 2013, they set up a number of support chapters. The most notable of those would be the gatekeepers, and these support chapters were all throughout the whole province, right from Yarmouth to Cape Breton. Now these have changed.
And that is who Bishop was with. He was with the gatekeepers, and he was with Bacchus. He was with Bacchus first, and then he was with the gatekeepers. And then he became a prospect for the Hells Angels.
Over the years, they're still attempting to create a full-fledged Hells Angels chapter. But up until now, they haven't found the right stability and the right people to be able to make that happen.
RCMP are concerned about the emergence of another motorcycle club in Cape Breton.
The Black Pistons are aligned with the Outlaws, which is a motorcycle gang from Ontario and Quebec. Although the Bacchus and the Hells Angels haven't shown any type of violent tendencies or animosities right now to one another, we do know that the Outlaws and the Hells Angels have had a violent past.
RCMP say biker gangs are difficult to infiltrate and are asking for the public's help.
Sometimes they may portray themselves as having a charity organization, or they may portray themselves trying to get good PR that way. But in reality, all of that money that's raised through charitable organizations or through support gear or through their barbecues is all going to fund either the clubhouse itself. It may be going to fund lawyers for members that are in jail, or it may be going to fund sending people to on biker runs across the country.
Natasha P.
So what's the problem with that? There's support gears paying for people to go on biker runs, paying for lawyers, and paying for their clubhouse. What's illegal about that? Absolutely nothing. So what's the problem is what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is the problem? These people don't like that people get together and do their own thing. They don't like it.
It's Global News, Dartmouth.
It's just insane. What do you guys think of that? Here, we'll watch it again.
17 years after the Halifax chapter of the Hells Angels folded, RCMP say the Angels are trying to make a comeback.
The Hells Angels doesn't have a full chapter. Do they want one? Absolutely.
Sergeant Michael Sims is one of the officers working to curb outlaw motorcycle gangs in Nova Scotia.
The Hells Angels are the concern. You know, they're the biggest, they're the baddest, they're the international criminal organization.
According to Sims, there are two major outlaw motorcycle gangs in the province right now, the Bacchus and the Hells Angels.
Between 2001 and 2013, the Bacchus were primarily the only outlaw motorcycle gang in the province. But in 2013, the Hells Angels decided to come back. So the Bacchus have one chapter. They have a clubhouse here in Halifax Regional Municipality, and they have one support chapter.
The Hells Angels used to have a prominent presence. In 2001, police raided the gang's Halifax clubhouse and arrested 20 people, ultimately leading to the chapter closing.
The Hells Angels, they set up a number of support chapters. The most notable of those would be the gatekeepers, and these support chapters were all throughout the whole province, right from Yarmouth to Cape Breton. Now, these have changed over the years. They're still attempting to create a full-fledged Hells Angels chapter, but up until now, they haven't found the right stability and the right people to be able to make that happen.
RCMP are concerned about the emergence of another motorcycle club in Cape Breton.
Now, the Black Pistons are aligned with the Outlaws, which is a motorcycle gang from Ontario and Quebec. Although the Bacchus and the Hells Angels haven't shown any type of violent tendencies or animosities right now to one another, we do know that the Outlaws and the Hells Angels have had a violent past.
RCMP say biker gangs are difficult to infiltrate and are asking for the public's help.
Sometimes they may portray themselves as having a charity organization, or they may portray themselves trying to get good PR that way. But in reality, all of that money that's raised through charitable organizations or through support gear or through their barbecues is all going to fund either the clubhouse itself. It may be going to fund lawyers for members that are in jail, or it may be going to fund sending people to on biker runs across the country.
Natasha Pace, Global News.
Oh no, none of that's illegal. What's the fucking problem? They can't just let these dudes do their own thing, right? It's got to be a problem. But if you guys aren't aware, there's been some pretty crazy controversy surrounding George Christie lately. You guys might not be aware of some things, but you will be. You will be tonight when I drop this episode. And if you want to see it first, just join the membership and you'll get to see it first. But tonight at 10 p.m., we're going to drop episode 1. And it's pretty jaw-dropping. You guys are going to be shocked. Here, I'll play a... What did you hear when George was on the tapes, right? Did he bring you up, or did the police bring you up?
They set him up. Well, actually, they set up everybody that was on there because they would chit chat and go, let's go in there. And he goes, let's see how fast it's going to take to, and let's get a response and see where we're going. I remember a couple of the messages or the statements they made. They approached George and they says, well, what are you going to do about it? Because already you told us who stole the bike. That's how they came out at him. Well, you already told us who stole the bike. And then they go, well, what are you going to do about it?
When do you hear your name, and who brings up your name first?
Well,
you guys don't want to miss it. Now, we're going to show you guys those 3 people, and you're going to guess what they've been arrested for. I think most people deserve a second chance. I think it's cool the tattoo company donated their time and skills to help this dude. Got a job. By the way, George, an expert witness for the defense. Yeah, he's an expert witness for the defense. But if you watch tonight's show, you will have little different thoughts about Georgie Poo. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. Number 1, what was she locked up for? Let's go over them real quick. Number 1. Number 2, what did he get arrested for? And number 3, what did she get arrested for? You guys got your answers ready? Put them in the comments. If you're watching this after, put it in the comments. Now, we're going to go to number 1, right? Stacks got the T. Damn right I do. Expert rat is all George is. Wait until you see tonight's show. Your fucking jaw is going to hit the floor. All right, let's see here. All right, first one. Boom. We got 26-year-old Danielle Premu from Orlando was booked on 2/25/26. 5 charges, including trafficking cocaine with 200 grams. What? 200 grams of cocaine. Are you guys ready for number 2? You guys ready for what he got busted for? What are your guesses on what he got busted for? Was it the haircut? He got busted for having a shitty haircut. So number 2 was arrested for 32-year-old Lucas Davis. Was arrested and booked on 2/27/26 and charged with burglary of a structure. So he was charged with burglary. He probably broke in to cut his fucking hair, right? Now, number 3. What was he arrested for, you guys think? Any guesses? So number 3 was arrested for, you guessed it, prostitution. 27-year-old Sarah Smith from DeLand was booked on 2/24/26 and charged with an out-of-state warrant. But she was charged with prostitution. So we're going to play this game quite a bit, and I'll bring you guys some more extreme mugshots, and we'll guess what they were arrested for. So this one, 200 grams of cocaine. She was arrested for trafficking. This dude got arrested for burglary, and this chick got arrested for prostitution. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. Don't miss tonight's show. And join the membership if you want to see it first. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
An all-new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.